3 sent to the hospital, 3 unaccounted for after home explosion in Plum Borough, KDKA. Multiple houses have caught fire after an explosion on Rustic Ridge Drive and Brookside Drive in Plum Borough. Once on the scene, fire crews and police reported that there were people trapped underneath the debris and that it had appeared one home had exploded and 2 others had been engulfed in flames. 3 people were taken to the hospital and 3 others remain unaccounted for. Multiple other homes were damaged as a result, including having their windows blown out. Debris could be found nearly 100 yards from the scene of the explosion. There are crews from Westmoreland and Allegheny counties on the scene, 18 in total. Crews on the scene are working to extinguish other fires as well as working to secure gas lines. The initial call for the explosion was just before 10:30 a.m. Anyone affected by the explosion is being asked to head to the Renton Volunteer Fire Department. A video provided by a viewer showed black smoke billowing high into the sky. The cause of the explosion is being investigated. A house exploded in Plum late Saturday morning, one of at least 3 houses that were destroyed. Officials say 2 people were unaccounted for as of 1 p.m. The Plum Police Department released a statement saying that there were multiple injuries. The houses sat along Rustic Ridge Drive near the corner of Brookside Drive. Houses next to the explosion scene caught fire and were leveled. At least a dozen other houses were damaged in some way, Plum Police said. Plum Police reported that an unspecified number of people were trapped under debris. George Emanuele lives 3 houses down from the home that exploded. Emanuele was eating a sandwich at about 10:30 a.m. when he heard a loud noise. He thought the neighbor's roof had collapsed. When he looked out, he didn't see flames at first. He and a neighbor went to the house before the flames became out of control. They went around to the backyard and found a man laying in the yard. They dragged him about 50 feet away clear of the house. Tears welled as he described the incident. Emanuele said the man whose house exploded said there was a lot of ammo in the house. Periodic explosions still could be heard after the initial incident. Allegheny County Fire Marshal Don Brucker said the incident sounds like it was a natural gas explosion, but he said, "I have no idea, for sure." He said a Columbia gas crew was on scene, as were representatives of the Public Utility Commission. Firefighters were going door to door, checking outside gas lines and going inside houses. There were 18 fire departments that responded. Residents that need a place to go are being directed to the Renton Volunteer Fire Department, 1996 Old Mine Road. Jeremy Rogers lives 2 doors down from the house that exploded. "My cabinets are all down in my kitchen. The ceiling's falling in," Rogers said. He had been out shopping when he said his Ring doorbell alerted him to something wrong at the house. "I looked and saw all sorts of stuff flying around." Rogers' family was able to make it out of their home safely, but he said 3 cats and a dog were still inside. Rogers said firefighters allowed him to go back in quickly and rescue his dog, but he wasn't able to get to his cats. He's hoping they are okay. Amy Cooper lives across the street, 2 doors up. "I felt like a compression, like a bomb went off," Cooper said. Plaster from the ceiling fell immediately. Windows broke, her siding blew out. "I thought it was my house," Cooper said. She encountered a neighbor who said, "We got to get out." Cooper said her kids and dogs were not home.